Hi guys, in this video I'll be teaching you how you can get started with the stock market, how you can get started with investing in the stock market. This video is for you whether you know nothing about stock market or you know a lot about stock market. So for beginners, I'm going to be dividing this video into 5 sections. The first section is the steps to do before investing your money into the stock market. The second section is the strategies to be a very good stock investor. Section number 3 is how to find a very good stock to invest your money in. Section number 4 is the books to read about stock market. And section number 5 is the apps you can use to start investing in the stock market. So you can see that whether you know about stock market or not, this video is for you. So watch this video to the end, and at the end of this video, you will be a very good stock investor. If you are new to my YouTube channel, kindly make sure you subscribe. I make content on personal finance, savings, investment, how to make money online, and how to manage your finances. So make sure you subscribe and like this video. Please and please like this video. Now to the first section of this video, the steps to take before investing your money into the stock market. Number 1 is to know your financial status. Now by this I mean you should know your assets, those things that bring money for you. You should know your liabilities, those things that take money away from you. Know your income and your expenses. And also, if you're the kind of person that you are owing someone or you are in debt, I will advise that you pay off all your debt before you even think of investing your money into the stock market. It is very, very advisable that you pay off all your debt before you start investing in the stock market. Step number 2 you should do before investing your money in the stock market is to set aside money for your investment. Now, in one of my videos, I talked about how to manage your finances with the 50-30-20 rule of money. In that video, I talked about you putting aside 20% of your money into your savings and investment. You can just start with that every month you bring out 20% of your income and then put it in your savings and investment. And one thing you should know is that you don't have to have that big amount of money, like 1 million naira, 500,000 naira, before you can start investing in the stock market. You can start investing in the stock market with as low as 1,000 naira, 2,000 naira, 5,000 naira, depending on your financial status. In this video, I'll still be telling you some apps that can help you to invest as low as 1,000 naira in the stock market. Step number 3 you should take before you invest your money in the stock market is to do your research. I always tell people that before you go into any kind of investment at all, make sure you do your research about that investment. Try to check out how the stock market has been doing. Try to check out how the stock market is currently doing, and try to check out how people are really making money in the stock market. And if possible, you can check out some books to read about the stock market. And also in this video, I'll be talking about some books you can read about the stock market. Now to the second section of the video, 4 strategies to be a very good investor. Number 1 is to have a plan. Now, after knowing your financial status, now you can now have a plan on how you want to start investing in the stock market. You can start with telling yourself that, okay, every month or every week, I want to be investing as low as 1,000 naira, 10,000 naira, 100,000 naira in the stock market. And make sure that if you get this plan, make sure you stick to this plan. That's the first step to be a very good investor. Step number 2 to be a very good investor is to diversify your investment. Now, let's say you started investing in the stock market and you'll be investing in Access Bank. Now, don't just be investing in Access Bank every month or every week. You can decide to diversify and invest in other companies. You can even decide to put it like choose 2 companies from banking sector, 2 companies from communication sector, 2 companies from e-commerce sector, 2 companies from transportation sector, and by that you are diversifying your investment. Like an average person has like 10 to 20 stocks in his portfolio. So there's nothing wrong with you investing in like 20 companies or even 30 companies. So make sure you diversify your investment. This third strategy to be a very good investor is to control your emotions. Now, one thing about stock market is that if you start investing in the stock market today, there are some times where the price of that stock will go down maybe in the next 2 weeks or next 3 weeks. Now, if you're able to control your emotions and not be not panic when the price of that investment should go down, and be thinking maybe you are in loss or you're not going to make profit. For myself, I've trained myself enough to be able not to control my emotions whenever the price of my investment are going down. I'm not always panicking, because I know that if the price of my investment should come down, they will surely still come up. That's just one thing about investing in stock market and even cryptocurrencies. If the prices should come down, the prices are still surely going up. The fourth strategy to be a very good investor is to think long-term investment with the stock market. Now, stock market investment is not that kind of investment whereby you bring your money today and then maybe in the next 1 month you want to cash out like times 5 of your capital. No, that's actually very wrong. You can't actually be a very good stock investor that way. To be a very good stock investor, you must think long term. You must be investing in a particular stock or in different stocks for years, like let's say for 1 month, 2 months, for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, so you can make enough cash from the stock market. So to be a very good stock investor, you must think long-term investment with the stock market. Now to the third section of this video, how to find a very good stock to invest in. Now, there are some times where you want to invest in the stock market, but you're confused about the kind of stock to invest in, about the particular company to invest in, because you might invest in a particular company today, and then maybe after like 2 months, the price of that company goes drastically down. So investing in the right company or in the right stock is very important. Now, I'll be sharing with you guys 4 steps to choose the right stock or the right company to invest in. Number 1 is to look for a company you are familiar with. Now, for myself, one of my companies I'm investing with is Access Bank. Now, why did I choose Access Bank? It's because number 1, I'm using Access Bank. I'm a customer of Access Bank, and I know how Access Bank is operating. Number 2 is that I've been seeing that Access Bank has been doing some good things these days, that I see that they really make massive profit in the next 2 to 3 years, or even 5 years, or even 10 years. And that is why I've decided to be investing in Access Bank. So try to choose a particular company you are familiar with, and you know that, okay, this company in the next 5 years, they are going to be making massive profit. Step 2 to choose a good stock or company to invest in is to check out the earning growth of these companies. Now, let's say, for example, you have decided to invest in GT Bank. Now, you can go and research on the earning growth of GT Bank. Now, let's say, for example, the earning growth of GT Bank in 2017 is higher than the one in 2016. And also, the earning growth in 2018 is higher than the one in 2017. The earning growth in 2019 is higher than the one in 2018. The earning growth in 2020 is higher than the one in 2019, and so on. That shows that that company has a very good earning growth. So you can invest in that kind of company. So if the earning growth of the previous company is lower than the current company, that's very, very, very good. You can invest in that kind of company. The third step to pick a very good stock is to check the relevance of the company. Now, there are some companies that after 5 years to 10 years, they will not be relevant again. So whenever you want to invest in any kind of company or stock, ask yourself, will this company still be relevant in the next 5 to 10 years? Due to the rise of technology these days, there are some companies that will still go down, for sure. There's still some companies that will go down. So ask yourself before you invest in that company, will this company still be relevant in the next 5 to 10 years? So if your answer is yes, then you can decide to invest in that kind of company. Number 4 way you can choose a perfect or good stock to invest in is to check the profit earning ratio. Now, PE ratio is used to measure how a stock price is doing relative to the company earnings. It's also used to check out whether a company stock is undervalued or overvalued. And once you check out whether the company is overvalued or undervalued, then you should decide to invest in the undervalued stock. Now, why should you invest in the undervalued stock? This is reason because undervalued stock have high tendency of going up. Like they have high tendency of the price going up. So you should invest in undervalued stock. Now to the 4th section of this video, a particular book you can read to learn about stock market. Now the book I'm going to be recommending to you guys is The Intelligent Investor by Benjamin Graham. Now this is a book that will help you to successfully invest in the stock market, that will help you to determine the value of a stock, to also help you to pick the right stock to invest in. I'll be dropping the link to this book in the description. So tap the link in the description to purchase this book right now. Now to the 5th section of this book, which is the apps you can use to invest in the stock market. There are different apps online where you can use to invest in the stock market. But for me, I use Trove Investment app. Now, Trove Investment app is a kind of app you can use to invest in the stock market, in ETFs, in bonds, in different kinds of investment, both US stock markets, Chinese stock market, and also Nigerian stock market. And also, when you refer people to Trove Investment app, you get 5 shares of GT Bank or Dangote Sugar for free. So make sure you use the link in my description to sign up on Trove. And when you use my link in the description, you also will get 5 shares of Dangote Sugar or GT Bank for free. Other apps you can use to invest in the stock market are Chaka. It's also used to invest in the stock market. You can also use Bamboo. It's also used to invest in the stock market. So this is everything I have to tell you guys about stock market, and I'm sure you've learned one thing or the other from this video. If you find one value or the other from this video, make sure you like this video, comment what you have seen from this video, and tell me what you feel about my video. And don't forget to subscribe, guys. Subscribe, because I'll be dropping more content on personal finance, savings, investment, how to make money online, and how to manage your finances. Thank you for watching my video, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.